a school today can feel like navigating uncharted territory. The maps you were given don't always match the landscape you're in now. The pace is faster, the expectations are stacking, and the decisions feel more complex than ever. If you're leading a school right now, you're making hundreds of decisions a day, holding competing expectations, and trying to do right by students, staff, families, and the system, often all at once. Change is arriving from multiple directions, and leaders are being asked to respond faster, with fewer margins and far less certainty. Welcome to Trailblazing Schools. I'm Trudy Graham, and this podcast is for leaders who are leading in the middle of complexity, not at the edge of it. Trailblazing Schools is about what it really looks like to lead well in complex times, when there is no clear map, when expectations keep rising, and when you're trying to hold on to what matters most. Trailblazing isn't about charging ahead without thinking. It's about moving forward with intention when there's no clear precedent to follow. It means leading with clarity, courage, and care, even when the path isn't obvious, because confidence in leadership doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from understanding what matters, trusting your judgment, and taking the right next step. This isn't a podcast about chasing the latest shiny tool or about technology that promises more than it delivers. And it's not about leadership theory that sounds good but falls apart by Tuesday morning. In this podcast, you'll hear conversations with principals and education leaders who are navigating fast-moving change, making thoughtful decisions, and learning in real time. You'll hear honest conversations, stories from the field, and practical leadership insights you can take straight back into your own context. We talk about how leaders are thinking strategically in complex environments, including how they're engaging with tools like AI as decision support, not decision makers. AI shows up here as a thinking partner, one that can help leaders clarify options, surface insights, and test thinking, while professional judgment, ethics, and human relationships remain central. Because leadership right now isn't about having a map. It's about learning how to move forward when the terrain keeps changing beneath your feet. We talk about courage, not as bold moves, but as steady decision-making under pressure. About confidence, not as certainty, but as trust in your judgment. And about clarity, not as having all the answers, but knowing what matters enough to take the next step. This podcast is grounded, relational, and deeply human. It's part of a bigger movement, a growing community of school leaders who are trailblazing quietly, intentionally, and with integrity. It's for leaders who want to protect what's important in education, while still being willing to explore new possibilities. If that sounds like you, I'd love for you to follow Trailblazing Schools in your podcast app. New episodes are coming soon, and each one is designed to help you lead with greater clarity, courage, and confidence.